Hi everyone, I am Mumtaz Hussain, your teacher. Today we are going to be reading the story The Paper Bag Princess by Robert Munch. We have already discussed this tale in class, but now we are going to read it with more technological support. As we have discussed earlier, this is a modern fairy tale that challenges traditional gender roles. Before we start reading, let's talk about fairy tales. So, class, what are some of your favorite fairy tales? Sarah, Ella Enchanted by Gail Carson Levin. That's good. Someone else? Yes, Ali. The Wonderful Things You Will Be by Emily Mansfield Martin. Okay, that's good. Yes, John, you are raising your hand. Oh, The Pinderwig by Gianni Birdsall. That's awesome. Okay, let's move toward our second question. What are some of the common elements of fairy tales? Can anyone have any idea? Yes, Tayyib. Magical elements? Yes, good. Of course, fairy tales often feature magical beings such as fairies, elves, or talking animals. They may also feature magical objects or places. Anyone else? Yes, Nazia. Oh, happy ending. Nice. Yes, fairy tales typically end with protagonist achieving a happy ending. This may involve marrying a prince or princess, finding a trier, or simply overcoming a difficult challenge. Anybody else? Yes, Tanya? Oral tradition. Yes, that's awesome. Yes, fairy tales are often passed down orally from generation to generation. This means that they can change over time as they are told and retold. Now I will read the story The Paper Bag Princess aloud. As I read, I'll stop at key points to ask questions and check for understanding. Now that we have read the story, these are some key points. The first one is that Princess Winifred is strong and independent woman. She is not afraid to take charge and rescue Prince Ronald from the dragon. I'm not afraid, said Princess Winifred. I'll go and rescue him myself. This is the textual line representing this, the idea. The second key point is the dragon underestimates Princess Winifred because she is wearing a paper bag. However, she outsmarts him and defeats him with her wit and courage. "You're just a paper bag princess," said the dragon. "You can't defeat me." This is the very line which represents this idea. Prince Ronald is initially grateful to Princess Winifred for saving him because he is then ashamed that he was rescued by a guard. He eventually realizes that he should be proud of her being brave and resourceful. "Thank you, Princess Winifred," said Prince Ronald. "You saved my life." But he didn't feel very brave, he felt ashamed. The story challenges traditional gender role. It shows that women can be just as strong and brave as men, and that they can be the ones to save the day. "I'm not a paper bag princess," said Princess Winifred. "I am a real princess." After we have read the story, let's complete a comprehension worksheet on the paper bag princess. This will help us to understand the story on a deeper level. Now let's create a character map for the paperback princess using Google Slides. This will help us to visualize the characters in the story and to understand their relationships to each other. Finally, let's write a personal response to the paperback princess using Padlet. You can write about what you liked or disliked about the story, or you can write about how the story made you feel. Now, after discussing so much about the tale, I want you to write these questions and after brainstorming, come with your answers. The first question is, can you think of any other fairy tale that challenge traditional gender roles? What are some of the ways in which these stories challenge gender norms? The second one, what happens next to Princess Winifred and Prince Ronald? Can you write a sequel to the Paper Bag Princess where they go on for their adventure? The third one is that how would you redesign the character map for the Paper Bag Princess to include the characters from the sequel? What new relationship would you add? So, dear students, in the next session, come up with the answers of these questions so that we may discuss widely in the class and make it enjoyable and full of knowledge. See you then. Goodbye.